Nica Urbano Radio Show.
8 months to the 2026 Zambian general elections, I get a chance to sit with Costa Lesa, popularly known as Mwana Wapakomo, to just get his insights on his aspiring role of councillor in Chanda Ward 33. Thank you so much, Mr. Costa, for coming through.
Thank you so much too, sir. I really appreciate for the invitation.
Interesting. Let's begin by understanding, or maybe let us know who Costa Lesa is. Obviously, I think we might have people who will be watching you for the first time. Tell us, who is Costa Lesa?
Costa Lesa is, I would say, a youth and a boy that grew up from the jurisdiction of Chanda Ward 33. And I'm somebody that is self-driven, self-motivated, self-inspired, and I push myself to do whatever that I do. So like I said, I grew up in Chanda, and of course I did my primary level of education at Chanda Basic, completed at Chanda Secondary School. I think that's so about Costa. There's not much about that.
Okay, quickly, let's get into the roles of leadership that maybe you have attained throughout your life. Quickly, can you highlight 2-3 of them?
Okay, so I think school-wise, I was Chanda Secondary School head boy at Chanda Secondary School. In church, I've served as an assistant pastor. I've also served as a youth preacher, youth pastor, youth chairman. So yeah, I've been a leader in different portfolios.
And also now getting into politics. What is your main inspiration? Why politics?
Why politics? In the first place, like I said, I am self-driven, self-motivated, and leadership is something that I feel is already on my inside. Why politics? We've had a lot of politicians that have promised a lot of things, and yet they have not delivered. And therefore, seeing all that, I got drawn within myself, or rather motivated within myself, or rather persuaded within myself to say, let me also contribute in my area or in my capacity as Costa Lesa.
Since the start of load shedding, these are some of maybe 3 key effects that it had on Chanda compound. One, we have Chanda Clinic, which is out of power since the start of load shedding. But also, we have junkies who are working in the night when power is off to attack people. And away from load shedding, we also have poor drainage systems in China. But how do you think you can manage to end this crisis?
All right, so load shedding is a national crisis. In the first place, it does not depend on a councillor, an area councillor. It's a national crisis. It has to be sorted out by the government in power.
Let's also touch on one of the key issues in China, the issue of junkies. You as an aspiring councillor, how do you think you can curb this?
All right, so how are we going to ensure that we work on the issue of junkies? One thing we must know, and I'm letting the people of China know, is that we are now talking in terms of criminality. China has become a criminal department. So how then are we going to work out this situation? So the first thing, as an area councillor, one of the things that we can't run away from when dealing with criminality is police. So we are going to work hand in hand with the police when we are elected into office. We are going to work hand in hand with the police to ensure that we have proper patrols within our ward. And of course, from there, these junkies that we have are our children, our brothers, our grandsons, and whatsoever. They are our relatives. And therefore, when I'm elected into power, we are going to come up with solutions, because these are brothers also don't have anything doing. That's why sometimes they go out stealing and beating people in the night. So we are going to ensure that we bring in a youth development skills center that is going to help the youths acquire employment or acquire some skills. We are going to come in to help the ground where people are playing football, to ensure that we come in and offer an enabling environment for them to showcase their talent in a proper way. And of course, after that is done, we want to put in street lights in our community, because right now we've got load shedding. And when we put street lights that are going to help in the night to lighten the place so that it's not completely dark, because load shedding in our community has also increased the high levels of criminality. So once that is done, the other plan we have, we want to bring in we want to create a neighborhood watch where each one of us will be security for the community. We want to bring neighborhood watch that will patrol around the area to ensure that we are safe. So we have a lot of plans and ideas to ensure that we reduce criminality. And one thing we shouldn't cheat ourselves is that we can't end criminality completely, but we can reduce it. And it starts with you, it starts with me, to be a security for one another, police, employment for the young people, and of course, to support talent in our world.
Very much interesting. But let us also speak more of your slogan, Mwana Wapakomo. What does that mean?
Alright, so Mwana Wapakomo simply means Mwana One Wapanyumba. Let me explain this in Chinyanja because we need to understand. Alright, so Mwana Wapakomo simply means Mwana Wanu, Muntu Wanu, somebody you have grown up with, somebody that has grown up within the boundaries of Chanda, within the jurisdiction of Chanda. That's what Mwana Wapakomo means. It means your very own person. And of course, somebody you are used with, somebody you can always familiarize with, somebody that you always feel free to go and say, this is our problem. So Mwana Wapakomo simply means our own.
Interesting. And also, we've seen many of the politicians that come to the community and promise the people in terms of good drainage systems. We talk about waste collection. But you, what is something that is different that you have on the table for the people of Chanda?
So something different that I have for the people of Chanda is this. I want you to pay attention, my great people of Chanda. Leadership is being available. Leadership is availability. Today I'm going to say, I want to put drainages for you. Maybe that's not what you want. Today I'm going to say, I want to improve a Chanda clinic. Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe. Get that English. Maybe. That's not what you want. So, but when I am available to listen to you, I am available to hear from you, then I will know what you want. Then I will know what Chanda wants. So I think, I feel for me, what will make me different from my people is being available for my people, to hear the problems that my people are going through, and then together we can come up with solutions to end problems that our people are facing in our communities, in our world.
And also, don't you think there is a possibility where you would have done many of the things that you've mentioned, regardless of you being in office? Let me also highlight and applaud you on one of the key, maybe one of the things that I've noticed you do was make sure that the road is safe in Ibex. That one was a good thing. But don't you think you can do more of that when you being in power?
Leadership does not come when you are only voted in as a councillor, as a president, as an MP. Leadership is an inborn thing. Leadership comes from the Lord. So for me as Costa, I will not only improve people's lives when I am in office. That's why I say this, and I'll say it again even on this interview. I am not going to only show my leadership skills when I'm voted in. Who knows? Maybe I will lose. I might lose the election. What comes of me? Should I stop doing what I do because I lose? I'm not so desperate. I am a leader because God chose me to be a leader. I am not a leader because I'll be voted in tomorrow or the other day. No, I'll be a leader when I lose. I'll be a leader when I win. And I'll do what I have to do because it's part of my life. That's what God has called me for a time as this in my generation, to impact my generation with what God has deposited on my inside.
Are you sure you're going to win? And what makes you think?
Definitely. We are going to win.
And what makes you think you're going to win?
I'm going to win because people love me in China. Go anywhere, ask. People will tell you what you want about. People relate with me very well. I move around China every day to greet my people, tell them I love them, to tell them to tell them we are going for a funeral. Let's do something to ensure that we help the family that is mourning. Let's mourn with them. People love me. Go anywhere, they'll tell you within the boundaries of China. 33.
But the biggest question is, Are you going to still be around for the people of China?
Ndine mwana wa Pakhomo. I'll always remain where I am. My family lives in China. My biological mother, my biological father lives in China. Where are we going to go? Because family is in China. And China is my family. China made me who I am today. We are not going anywhere. My great people of China, we are part of each other. Imwena ine, nimanzi, nansomba, stithaba, nditundi.
But also, we know that Zambia is a Christian nation, and you are also, away from politics, you're a spiritual leader. Do you think of drawing the people of China closer to God as one of the initiatives?
It's part of what the Lord has deposited on my inside. Ministry is part of me. You know, even other people have told me, Costa, just because you have joined politics. No. For me, I was called to save humanity. I'll repeat this. I said this in one of my branches. I was called to save humanity. My aim, my vision, my plan is to save humanity, be it in the spiritual aspect, be it in the physical aspect, in the political arena. I am called to save humanity. Am I going to stop preaching? No. Will I continue preaching even when I'm elected as councillor? I will draw many to the Lord. And I'm going to say this, make a screenshot, save this video. I am going to say this. I will remain a preacher. Even when I'm voted in, I'll stand as a preacher, lead many to the Lord, because that's what God called me for.
We also have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's mention the number of those people that are aspiring for the position of councillor for China. How well do you relate with them? Is there unity amongst those people that are aspiring?
No. I haven't seen any so far. I'm not going to come here and lie. I haven't seen anybody relating with me. I personally relate with everyone so well. When I pass, I greet everybody so well. When we meet, we greet, we shake hands. I've shaked hands with, I think 70% of the people that are aspiring as councillors. But I haven't seen any being reciprocated to me. I've only seen attacks to the many aspiring councillors. They attack me, so kwatira, I'm gonna pasiti, all those kind of things. I've just seen so many attacks, and it's like I am the city councillor.
If you would explain or touch on that issue, does it mean for a person to take role of leadership?
That's a kindergarten type of thinking. That's kindergarten. That's childish. That's not leadership. Jesus Christ, the top-notch leader, the topmost leader, the only person that has played leadership exemplary, diplomatically, enthusiastically, vigorously, the only leader that has done extremely well was never married. Somebody will say, Jesus was a child of God, was a son of God. Jesus was 100% man, 100% God. Jesus was 100% a human being. Was he married? No. In the Bible, we've got people like Apostle Paul. He wrote almost half of the New Testament, did extremely well in his leadership. Was he married? No. So leadership does not come when you are married. Leadership is given by God. We don't come into leadership unless I marry. No, that's a kindergarten type of thinking.
And also, how do you relate with the people of China? Let's talk about the marketeers, those junkies.
My relationship with the people of China is top notch. I relate well with everybody. I relate well with footballers. I relate well with people from within the compound. I relate well with marketeers. I relate well with everybody in China. My relationship with them is extremely well. I relate with them as a pastor. I relate with them as a politician.
My question again, are you winning? And what makes you think you're winning?
I'm winning because the people of China love me. I'm winning because the people of China are able to differentiate or distinguish between leadership that is coming to save them with humility and love, and leadership that is putting rather manifestos that are not applicable, manifestos that are lies, or manifestos that don't align with the plan or the vision of China. I'm winning because people love me, they relate with me so well. I'm not only winning because people love me, because they can love me, but if I don't have a vision, at the end of the day, they'll not vote for me. So I'm winning because I come in with a different approach. I'm not only coming with politics, I'm coming in to save, I'm coming in to offer leadership, I'm coming in to offer guidance and moral support, I'm coming in to offer spiritual guidance and spiritual support. So I'm going to win. 99.9 rounded off to 100% win.
Interesting. Now, just before we let you go, maybe under or less than a minute, would you tell the people of Chanda anything that you want to tell them?
My fellow residents of Chanda, I am fully aware that a lot of leaders have come in with different manifestos where we are coming from. I know you are disappointed, you are hurt because you say, and I've heard this on the grassroots for many days, for a long time, for the past 7 months that we've been campaigning, I've heard this. Mukawina mumataba. Muntu sataba kwao. I want you to trust me. I want you to believe in my leadership. I want you to support me. I am your son. I am your brother. Ine nibwera kukutumikirani. Kamba kabuti ndecha ne mulungana titanira. Nditu ndine mwana wanu wapako.
Well, thank you so much and hope to see you in office.
Thank you so much. See you when you come to interview me when I am a councillor.
Definitely.
Bless your heart.
We'll be around. Thank you. Now the decision lies in the opinion that we'll give. Who are you going to vote for, and what do you think the biggest impact will be? Do make sure that you watch this video for more insights about the aspiring candidates for Chanda 133. I'm signing out. My name is Kaifas Ngoni.
Nika Urbano Radio Show.